Should you be pruning your tomato plants? Yes, you absolutely should. I am going to tell you why and how. One of the main reasons why you should prune your tomato plants is to create better airflow. Airflow will help reduce condensation on the leaves that can lead to fungal issues like blight or powdery mildew. When there's better airflow throughout a tomato plant, any leaves that do have condensation on them can dry out a lot quicker, reducing the risk of those fungal diseases. And looking down from the top of this plant, you can barely see through it, so the airflow isn't going to be great, so the goal is to open it up a bit. So let's talk about which parts of the tomato plant you want to prune off. You want to remove most of the suckers. The suckers are these little branches right here towards the bottom. These are going to divert energy away from your main stem. You can leave some suckers on your plant. Usually most people will keep the sucker that is closest to the lowest fruiting branch that they have. Some people will do something called single stemming for their tomatoes, where they basically remove pretty much anything that isn't the main stem. I don't do this, but if you leave the one sucker here, it can end up turning into a secondary main stem for more tomatoes. And with the other suckers, if you wanted to, you could propagate them for more tomato plants. Just snip them and stick them in water to root. So clearly this is a fruiting branch. It's loaded with flowers and there is already a tomato forming on it, so we're definitely keeping this branch. So now we want to remove the non-fruiting branches. Again, these are usually found underneath fruiting branches. Right here we have a smaller fruiting branch. There aren't any flowers on it yet, but you can see some tiny little buds here. And underneath this branch is a large non-fruiting branch that is sticking straight out, and you can see the shape is different from a fruiting branch. So we're going to remove these. Other leaves that you want to remove from your tomato plants are any yellow ones and ones close to the base of the plant near the soil level. Some of them may even be touching the soil, and these we want to remove because the leaves touching the soil can also lead to disease. And speaking of disease is common. It doesn't mean you have a black thumb or did something wrong. Sometimes it just happens and it's out of your control. But if you see any early signs of disease, remove them and don't compost them. Put them in your green waste bin. Essentially, you'll know that something might be forming on your plants if you see a leaf that is anything but green and vibrant with no marks or spots on it. I'm going to keep removing some of these non-fruiting branches, and just as a side note, if you see any insect damaged leaves, remove those as well. I don't know if there's any actual science behind it. This is my justification, but you don't want your plants to appear weak. I always feel like damaged plants are an invitation to other pests to kick the plant while it's down because it can't defend itself. But again, that's just me. For pruning frequency, you'll want to prune about every week or so, maybe every week and a half. Once your tomatoes start fruiting, you can scale back the pruning a bit. The pruning really helps the plant focus on developing fruit, but as the fruit ends up getting more developed, they're going to need a little bit of shade from the sun. So keep pruning the excess growth, especially non-fruiting leaves, but you don't need to prune as aggressively at that point. Something else about pruning your tomato plants is to not do it when it's hot outside, because pruning is wounding, and if you do it on a super hot day or right during the hottest parts of the afternoon, it's going to have a harder time healing. So try to do this in the early morning or early evening so the plant has time to heal a little bit. All right, so I have been pruning this tomato plant for a bit, and you can see it is definitely now more open, so the airflow is going to be a lot better for this plant. I probably could have pruned a lot more off, and I will see if there are any other good candidates to remove, but the amount that I have already removed will help the plant out a lot to keep it developing flowers and focusing its energy on developing the fruit. The last tip I have for you is to sanitize your tools, especially if you did notice some disease, and you should be wiping your pruners down between plants to minimize the spread of any potential diseases. I like to use alcohol prep wipes. You can also just use a spray bottle of alcohol and wipe it down with a cloth, but make sure you're sanitizing your tools.